Welcome to the Imperial Brickz YouTube channel. It's Nixter here, and in this series, I've been collecting all the minifigures featured in LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga video game. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the extra toggle display, rearranging it, and talking about what figures I plan to add over there in the future, because there are quite a lot that I haven't really talked about, I want to say, and there's not really a full extensive list of all of these on the internet, so we're going to get into that in this video. Of course, if you want to get one of these display cases for yourself, you can find a link in the description below. Like I mentioned, we're looking at the extra toggle display today, so let's move over there. So this is the current extra toggle display, and it's looking like we're really only going to have enough figures for about 2 full rows, and that's including the 3 extra spots that Jabba gets right there. And the shelves right now are not set up for all those figures, and I figured the easiest way to go about doing this was just to organize the figures in order of the movie that they appear in. So before we do that, though, I'm going to go through and list off all the figures that I want to add to this display so you know why I'm making all these empty spaces here. So I've got this list. We're going to be adding the Stab Speeder, because somehow that is a extra character in the game files. Mahonic, the waitress droid from Dexter's Diner, the Zam Wessel droid, the Camino droids, a 501st clone trooper, the pregnant Padme minifigure, the droid that is there when Padme is giving birth, the Rebel Engineer, Imperial Engineer, Ponda Baba, Dr. Evazan, Lando wearing Han Solo's clothes, Luke with the tan robe when he gets his new hand, the medical droid that gives Luke his new hand, Nien Nunb, Sansweet, Asajj Ventress, and Saesee Tiin. So those are the minifigures. I think that's 19 that we're going to be making room for so that when I do get them eventually, we can add them to this display. I was trying to get make a, not really a time-lapse, but like a sped-up video of myself rearranging the display, and the cheap phone stand that I use, or that holds my phone to the tripod that I have, broke, and I think it's just a sign that I need to get a real one, but unfortunately we're just not going to have a sped-up clip of me rearranging everything, but we're just going to kind of skip to what the display looks like after I do that. Here is the new TCS display setup. Unfortunately, episodes 1, 2, and 3 have very few figures or characters that are part of this display, and therefore the episode 4 stuff starts kind of early on that top row, but does continue down onto the second row. So starting up at the top over here, we've got our spot for the Stab Speeder next to or in front of the Cadu, and then we've got Mahonic there, the waitress droid, Zam droid, Camino droid, there's the Buzz droid. The 501st clone is going to go there. We're going to put pregnant Padme there. The droid that helps her give birth, I guess, that's in the cutscene, is going to go there. The Rebel Engineer will go there. The Imperial Engineer will go next to that. And we've got the rest of this row here, and moving down to the second row after we're going to put Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan right there. We're going to add the Lando wearing Han Solo's clothes right there, the Luke with the tan outfit when he gets his new hand right here, and the droid that gives him his new hand is going to go right there. It's a medical droid in turquoise. And then we've got these guys, obviously. Right here is going to be Nien Nunb. I think that's Ten Nunb, if I'm not mistaken. And then at the end here, we've got spots for Sansweet, Saesee Tiin, and Asajj Ventress. So that's going to be the entire extra toggle display. I'm not sure if maybe I'll get a smaller display that better holds the 41 minifigures that I'm going to be putting in here, and maybe we can use this for the Batman display. To be determined. Stay tuned for more content on that, of course. But for now, I do want to mention that a lot of these figures either don't exist yet or are just very hard to come by. And interestingly enough, some of these are even harder to come by than the figs for the main display. So these might not come in as quickly as some of the other figs have. And I think with both displays, as we go on and add more figs, it's going to become harder and harder to find the figs that we need that are missing for the displays. So just something to keep in mind as the series continues. And that kind of leads me to what one of my next videos is going to be, and that is a video that covers all of the minifigures from the game that have yet to be injection molded and pad printed. So we're going to be talking about figures like the Kaminoans, the Ugnaughts, and I won't spoil anymore, so just stay tuned for that. That's going to conclude this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and go check out imperialbricks.com for all your official LEGO Star Wars minifigure needs.